I'm Sabrina, Sales and Service Manager here at PRISMA, and I will be demoing the new solution to you. Where are you going to find our new LNG solution? You will find it under the LNG section of our platform. By clicking on LNG, you will see that the LNG offers page opens, and in here you have a table containing different properties for which you can sort the different offers. And these properties contain, in particular, the offer name, the offer ID, the terminal at which the offer is made available together with the terminal operator, the services that are included in that offer that are highlighted in blue, whereas grayed out are the services that are not included in the offer. You will then find the service runtime for that offer and the status that offer is currently in, together with the time that is left to the next status change. In this case, it would be open for this offer. In addition, you also have a filter in which you can filter by every property that you have in the table. So offer name, offer ID, terminal, LSO, available services, service runtime, and also status. So for example, if I wanted to only see the open offers, I would have to tick the open box and then filter to be shown only the open offers in this table. So by clicking on the details page, you enter the details, and here you would have on the left side the name of the offer, which in this case is short-term offer, whereas on the right side you have its status together with, again, the time left to the next status change. Additionally, you have different cards containing different information about this offer. The first card, right below the offer name, contains the offer ID, the offer publication date and time, the service runtime, and potentially an indication of the slot duration. In this case, it's 8 days, and also an indication of whether the service runtime is an actual fixed slot. So in this case, it is. That means that the service runtime, 1st of May to 9th of May, is an actual slot. In addition, you're going to find the selling procedure, meaning the algorithm according to which the auction is then evaluated. In this case, the selling procedure is the ascending clock. And as you know already from the auctions that we've had on the platform, the ascending clock algorithm foresees that the auction goes potentially to multiple rounds that have an increased price step. So in the details of the offer, you're going to see what could be the price step applied to the additional rounds, in this case, 500,000 euro. And then you're also going to see the data about the bidding windows. So when does the first bidding window open? And also how long the bidding windows last? And what is the break between the different bidding rounds? So in this case, every round lasts 10 minutes, and the break between rounds is 5 minutes. What we have also introduced in this new solution is the possibility for the operators to specify on which weekdays the offer rounds could take place. So in this case, the operator has selected every weekday from Monday to Friday, and they can also select between which hours the bidding windows can be created. So in this case, 9 to 18, that means no bidding windows during the night or during the weekends. The next piece of information that you find in this card is a description of what this offer actually contains. So in this case, you would see that this offer is made of two components. One is unloading capacity for a total of 800 gigawatt hour, and the regasification capacity, which is called minimum standout in this case, for a quantity of 3 gigawatt hour per hour. These two components make one main service package. That means This is what you're going to bid for when you bid in this offer. So unloading plus regasification capacity. Below the details of the components, you find the available amount, meaning how many of these main service packages are available in this offer, and the minimum amount or the minimum number of main service packages you can bid for. In this case is 1. Additionally, you will find the reserve price. In this case, it's 1,200,000 euro, which will be the starting price or the price of round number 1 of this ascending clock auction. As mentioned before by Jörg, with this new solution, we also give operators the possibility to offer any additional services they might have. So they are free to choose if they want to include already, for example, booster capacities. And again, this is an optional service. The operators might or might not use them. And also it's optional to bid on them. So if you bid in an offer, in an LNG offer, but you do not wish any additional services, you don't have to bid for them. You can only bid on the main service packages. So in this case, what does the additional services include? Additional services are booster unloading capacities for a quantity of 15 gigawatt hour. Of these booster unloading, there are 3 available per main service package. So that means that per each main service package that we have in the offer, there are 3 additional services available. The minimum of additional services you can bid for is 1, and the price you would pay for them is fixed. It's fixed and established by the operator, and in this case, it would be 10,000 euro per additional service. And as mentioned by Jörg before, the total price of your bid also includes the additional services you're bidding for. Inside of the details page of an offer, you also have information about the terminal at which this offer is proposed. So you would find terminal name, EIC, and also operator name. And then you would find a card with any additional information given by the operator. By scrolling down inside of the offer details, you also find an overview of the rounds. So in this case, upcoming is round number 1 at a fixed price of 1,200,000 euro per main service package. And you also find a small hint that the price consists of the reserve price and 0 price steps, because of course this is round number 1. Additionally, you will find the exact timing of the bidding window. So in this case, the bidding window opens at 10 and ends at 10:10. Let's go back to our LNG offers overview page and let's have a look instead at the details of a different offer. In this case, an offer for long-term capacity with a different selling procedure, which is manual allocation. So once again, in the details page, you find the different details of the offer. In this case, you see that the service runtime is a whole year. So in the indication of the slot duration and of whether the slot is fixed, you find a no. That means that the service runtime does not correspond to a slot and that the exact slot will be specified at a later point in time by the operator. Selling procedure, as mentioned before, is the manual allocation at a fixed bidding price. That means that in this case, the operator is fixing the price at which you can bid in this manual allocation offer. In this case, the offer contains only 1 component and not 2, like the previous offer. So here, the main service package only includes unloading capacity for a total of 30,200,000 MMBTUs. And of these main service packages, the operator is offering 12 units for a minimum purchase amount of 1. As for the price, you will see that now the price is slightly different. So the operator is not asking you to bid per main service package, but per MMBTU. So when you're going to place your bid, you're going to place your bid per MMBTUs contained in this offer. So now we've talked about the details of the offers. Let's go and have a look at how to actually participate in the offers. So once the offers are open and you are logged in and have an active assignment to the operator, if you go to the details page of the offer, besides the details of the current round, you will be shown also the bidding form. In the bidding form, as usual, you have the details of what the offer contains. In this case, the price, the fixed price. Here we are in the ascending clock auction, and you'll be able to insert the number of main service packages that you want to acquire. So in this case, you can bid for only one. And as mentioned before, you can also bid for additional services if you're interested. You cannot bid for more than the services that are available. In this case, there are 3. I cannot bid for 5, for example, but I can decide to bid for 2. So upon submitting your bid, what the platform does is calculate the total price of this bid for you. So the total price will be 1,200,000, which corresponds to the main service package, plus 10,000 2 times for every additional service. So in the end, the total price you're bidding for will be shown to you when clicking on Submit Bid, and that is going to be 1,220,000 euro. As usual, if you're happy with your bid, you can confirm it, and your bid will appear in the offer details page. And as long as the offer is in the status open, you and anybody, any other colleague of yours that has an active assignment to this operator can decide to edit the bid by clicking on the pencil icon or decide to delete the bid. So now in this case, I decide that I want my bid to remain placed. So let's see what happens at the end of this round. So in this case, at the end of the round, you see the offer goes in status waiting for next round. What does it mean? It means that there was an over demand in round 1, multiple shippers participated, so now we have a round 2. And in round 2, as you know, the price is going to be the reserve price plus the price step. So you will find an indication of price information and also of the bidding window. Inside of the offer, you're also going to see an overview of the past rounds for this offer, and specifically for your company, a history of the bids of your company in this offer. So this is something new that we have introduced, an enhancement compared to the previous solution that we had. If you go back up, you see that this status has changed. So the offer finds itself now in a new status. And if you refresh the page, you see that the offer is now open. And currently you have round 2 running. And since you participated in round 1, you can also participate in round 2. But in this case, the price, so 1,700,000, is a bit too much for the company. So that's why I decide not to participate. I will skip round 2 and let's see what happens at the end of this round. We will go back to our LNG offers overview and wait for round 2 to finish. All right, so round 3 happens because the offer is in waiting for next round again. So that means that we either experience an over demand in this offer or nobody participated. So now the offer goes to a pay as bid round. By scrolling down, we can check upcoming is round 3, in which the minimum price is 1,200,000 euro. So as you know, that means that the last round was reverted and the auction will now go to a final pay as bid round. So you will be asked, if you want to participate, you will be asked to insert a price that you're willing to pay and a minimum and maximum number of main service packages you would like to acquire. Just like as we saw before, in the offer details, you also find the overview about the past rounds. And again, an overview of your company's participation in this offer. So the results of your company in round 1 and 2. For round 1, we find a bid. For round 2, no bids placed. And that matches our participation. So now let's wait for round number 3 to open so that we can place our bid in the pay as bid round. So as you remember from what Jörg said, in the pay as bid round, if you bid for any additional services and you're bidding the same price of a different shipper in the main service package, you will get priority in the allocation because you're bidding for a total price that is higher than the other shipper. So now, current round 3 is open, and you are shown the bidding form in which you can insert the missing data. So the price that you're willing to pay. In this case, it needs to be a minimum of €1,200,000. I will give in €1,300,000. And then I need to specify how many packages I want. In this case, I have no choice, so the minimum is 1, and also the maximum can be 1, because that's what's being offered by the operator. Just like in round 1, I would also like to get some booster capacity, so that's why I will participate and request 2 additional services for this main service package. So now, just like before, by clicking on Submit Bid, you will be shown what is the total price that you're going to pay for this bid, which will be €1,300,000 plus €20,000 for the additional services. And if you're happy with this, you can confirm your bid, which will be placed in this offer. And just like we mentioned before, until the bidding round is open, you and your colleagues with an active assignment to the operator can always edit or delete the bid. In this case, again, I'm happy with my bid, so I will leave it, and let's see what happens at the end of this final pay as bid round. So once the bidding window closes, what the platform does is evaluate the results and then make an allocation proposal to the operator in accordance with the pay as bid algorithm. And the offer will be then in status approval pending because the operator has 24 hours to decide whether they want to accept or reject the allocation proposed by the platform. So that means that in the offer details, you will only be able to see an overview of the past rounds and of your company's past bids, but no information about any allocation until the operator has made a decision and clicked one of the 2 buttons. Now let's see what happens after the operator has made a decision. So in this case, you can see the offer is in status allocated, which means that they have accepted the allocation proposal made by the platform, and therefore you would find the results of your bids, of your participation in this offer. So if you scroll down to the end of the page, you're going to find whether you were allocated or not. In this case, you see in the table your allocations, you have results, which means that you were indeed allocated something for this offer. So you would find the details of the allocation together with the total price that you are going to be charged for this bid. Now let's go back to our LNG offer overview page, and you will see that you don't find this offer here anymore. We will see later that the offer is now available under the reporting section, because in here you only find the offers that are in a non-finished status. But before we go to the reporting section, let us have a look at how to participate in the manual allocation offer at a fixed bidding price. So also here, once the offer is open and you have an active assignment to the operator, you can participate in the offer. So you will find the bidding form, and here you see you cannot change the price. The price is fixed by the operator. It's 50 cents per MMBTU. And now the price will be calculated slightly different compared to the other offer that we saw, because in this case, the number of main service packages you're bidding for will be multiplied by 0.5 euro, which will be multiplied by the number of MMBTUs contained in the service to establish the total price that you're going to pay. So in this case, it's 6 times 0.5 times 13,200,000, which results in 39,600,000 euro. If you're happy with your bid, you can confirm it. And just like for the past offer, you can always edit your bid. So in this case, I decided I want 7 packages instead of 6. And upon submitting your bid, you will see that the price will be adjusted accordingly. Since I'm happy with this, I will confirm my bid. And I can always delete it as long as the offer is in status open. Now, we will not check at what happens with the results of this offer. We will go instead have a look at the reporting section. So as we mentioned, we now have implemented a full LNG reporting section. So under reporting, you have now the tab LNG that contains a table which is very similar to the table that you see in the LNG offers, with the difference that here you only find the offers that are concluded. You can also, just like in the other table, you can sort the different columns, and you can also filter by the different properties of each column. Additionally, inside of the details of every offer, you can find, besides the details that are available to the public, also the results of your company's allocation inside of that offer. But please make sure that you are logged in and have an active assignment to the operator when you do that. So this concludes our demo session. We thank you so much for being here today with us. And as said, feel free to contact us at any time if you have any additional questions or doubts about our new LNG marketing solution.